of resources will block the source of the flow. In Proverbs 24 verse 27, look at what the Bible says. That's a key scripture for moving from rent. It says, prepare thy work without and make it fit for thyself in the field. But look at it. Afterwards, build thy house. Build your own house. Don't stay too long in a rented place. The money you're using to rent, look at the years, is enough to start the foundation. So while you start with a rented place, don't stay too long. Build your house. And watch, if the church begin to grow, the landlord will increase the rent. They say they have money. There's no property you take and the church grows, the landlord will not increase. Because once it begins to see cars park, they say, no, these people, they have money. And they know you're in a tight corner. So where they told you 5 million, all of a sudden they just consider 15 million. It's not wrong to start, because you have to start with rentage. Because you have to build the people to build the church. Without the people, you can't build the church. But don't stay too long. You have dwelled around this mountain long enough. So every minister, by the time a minister stay in a rented place for 10 years, that's madness. That's absolute. Ministers have stayed in rented places for 10 years. You guys, people will think it's your property at that point. So the day they say move, they want to say, so mean this place we are staying for all these years is not your own. Even if they give you free, move. As long as they didn't give you free totally, they said just stay anytime you have your own. Don't stay too comfortable there. As far as you know, the man will to collect his property back. It's not your own, so move quickly. He gave you that time for you to adjust. Don't say the man said anytime I want to go. And sometimes free things will make you to be too lazy. So move. Do what? Renting is not a sin, but staying too long becomes a burden. It is better to own your property. That's wisdom. That's what? Wisdom. But number 2, which is the major one I want to talk, that's where I will emphasize more. Taking care of your staff welfare. Taking care of your what? I think in the world I have revelation here more than anybody who is a preacher. This area, whether America, Nigeria, anywhere, have the highest insight on this one. I don't know why Bishop told me this area. I got an insight that is not taught anywhere. I'm qualified to teach this anywhere in the world. I saw something in the Bible that changed me. I worked a little with Shell as a young man, and something changed my perspective. When a young man works in the oil company, he doesn't leave no matter how they use him. If you work with Shell, they will give you 5 people's job as one. Yet the man doesn't want to leave Shell. If you talk to him, he will tell you, no. Shell is no. He said, but the overuse also. Go, he will not go. He will still want to be a Shell. Yet he's complaining, but leave the Shell, he will not leave. And I discovered that Shell, I don't mean the contract staff, takes care of the man's life, his family, his health, everything. So he looks at the outside world. He said, no, if I go to the outside world, I will suffer. These people take care of me. So he remains there. Jesus in the Bible, when Judas was to attack him in Mark chapter 14, 43 to 46, Judas told them, he said, I will kiss him. That is the only way you will know who he is. Paraphrases. Without my kiss, you can't identify him. That means Jesus was not looking different from Peter. If he was looking different, they would have identified him straight. So the way he wore, the kind of dress he wore was the same dress Peter wore, James wore. So it was difficult for them to know who is who. So he said, the only way I will make you know him is my kiss. Ordinarily, all of us look alike. They were living a life where he did not allow too much disparity. Yes, he was ahead, but they were also looking good. If they wore rags, they would have known him. They were dressed all clean. In Mark chapter 8, 1 to 3, he said, in those days, the multitude being very great and having nothing to eat, Jesus called his disciples unto him and said to them, I have compassion on the multitude, because they have now been with me 3 days and have nothing to eat. And if I send them away fast from their own houses, they will faint by the way. He said, I don't like people suffering. Don't allow them go. I care. I have compassion for them. Provide food for them. If you are a minister of the gospel, at your level, at your what? Because the things I do now, you won't do. Don't try it. At your level, let the people know that this is your level. But let them know you care for them. I sat down to meditate. Something I can't tell you now. I'll tell you anytime I come back. Something that has never been done in any ministry in the world. I just sat down and I told my ministers, I said, you go ask the Holy Spirit. Something has never been done in any ministry. And I'm working on it so that when I have proofs, people will learn from me. Now I sat down, I watched that when a ministry, a man is getting to a matured point, his children are getting big, and he looks no security, he will move. No matter how you do. Because he will now look at his future. My children are in university. They will soon graduate. What is my future? He will be forced to move. Because there's no job security. In the world, that's the language they use. There's no job security. Where is my future if I remain here? Nobody leaves a place where he has a future. So I sat down and I began to change everything that I've studied from those ahead of me and began to adjust them. Today, I don't pay. Payment does not reduce wealth of a ministry. It's just mentality. Are you guys now? One time a very senior minister of the gospel told me salary. I laughed. So I called the people with me. I didn't call the ministry. I said, come on. A ministry pays 1 to the 1,000. I didn't tell them the ministry. I didn't want them to get any idea. It was a private talk. I said, your intake is 150. That's as they enter. As pastors, I pay them 150. I said, so I pay you 150, give you car, and somebody will serve like this, and then you come here if you misbehave here. We are just laughing about it, but it was serious. Now listen. As a minister of the gospel, you have to behave like Jesus. We talk about Jesus, but we don't behave like him. He cared more for his people than even for himself. When a ministry begins to take care of the staff, quite well there will be 1 or 2 like Judas who do their nonsense. That does not mean that you not. But I tell you, the people putting everything they have into the system. Their welfare, their accommodation, everything about them. And if I don't have testimony, there's no point talking. I have an associate pastor with me who went for a heart surgery last year in America because he was born with a very complicated heart issue, and if it was done in Nigeria, he won't live. There's no way he will live in Nigeria. Only 3 hospitals in the world could handle his case. In the US, 1 in the UK, 1 in Germany. South Africa is when they have treated it. And we spent $400 and something thousand to treat him, convert it. I didn't even say it to even the staff, the junior staff. It was not necessary for them. But I know that if I say faith, his faith can't carry him again. He needed treatment. Just convert it to what you're calculating here. $400 and something thousand we paid to keep him alive. I paid the pastors who are senior with me over 1 million naira. I'm going to show you staff quarters. So we say that is a nature I do for only pastors. I'll show you a primary school teachers quarters furnished. Don't show it yet. Furnished our school. I furnished the apartment. Furnished everywhere. This primary school has only, so the school is in JS3. It's not even SS1 yet. I'll show you the quarters they live. The quarters is furnished and built free for them. I bought cars last week for junior pastors. Are you understand now? They are not senior pastors, so these are junior pastors, pastoring branch, one branch in town, Port Harcourt here. None of them is pastoring two. It's not overseeing anything. No staff with me uses a tokumbo, even if you're sweeping. Has he made the ministry poor? No. Our problem is this, and I open your eyes to it. We value building more than human resources. But without the people who will take care of the buildings. Pastors will talk about how many structures they are built. So the people, look, why I'm saying so is because people now can be available to work because things are tough in Nigeria. But you keep losing hands. Because right now the country is hard. So if you want to raise pastors, people want to be pastors, even if you pay them 50,000, they will come. No job. But it doesn't tell well. Something must be corrected. If you take care of the people, they have no place to go. Jesus said, Peter said, we have nowhere to go to, master. Where will we go to? Where is? If I tell a pastor to go, they will preach. They said, if I say go, the wife will ask him, are you sure you have vision? All my pastors have American visa. All. Bishop has traveled with us. Small boys, they go to America. All of them. They don't go to embassy. His phone call I'll just make at my level. I just call. I say, I have 12 people coming. They give them visa. They all have American visa. All. They travel to America as they are going to Ethiopia. And when the ministry said they don't fly a business class, for what? They got angry to go first flight class. My pastor ordered me fly business class. For what? Where would have economy? Do you know why when you sit in economy till America? Your legs will pain you. That's not a waste of money. It's comfort for people. It's just mentality. Why you will change your perspective as this? Our fathers were SU people. And the SU, if you came from SU background, SU has this mentality that if you spend money too much, you're wasting it. It's not their fault. If you watch all our fathers, they don't like television. All. Because from the SU background, TV was regarded as a bad thing. It would take you grace to convince any of our fathers on TV. That was their generation. So if you follow that generation in today's world, you will not have one staff. You like good thing? You like good thing? You like comfort? Who does not like comfort? You are using a fine Jeep, and the next man to you cannot have a Jeep. He may not drive like you at your level. Please, I don't say you should live like you, but at least let there be little comfort. I don't need to preach all because too much preaching is done. You know all the Bible. You know what? It is taking care of the people that takes care of the assignment. That's my I got us to. It is taking care of the people that takes care of the assignment. I'm going to show you our quarters, and I'll show you. You see what class? World class. What? World class. Please, studio, show them. Just look at the quarter. Look at this. So you don't see that. This is our teachers' quarters in D-line. Nigeria, you are not America. Primary school, not lecturers. These chairs are bought, furnished free. That's their reading room. don't use fan in all our houses. This kitchen, they are not we bought gas where you have service kitchen abroad. Everywhere has a washing machine and a dryer. The fridge, everything is got, so you just come with your clothes. Primary school teachers. Another beauty. Where will the person go to now? Where will the person go to? Even if God called him, he will pray twice. Wisdom is simply seeing where somebody has made a mistake, you correct it. If we don't take care of the sheep, they will not give you good milk. Sheep has a nature. The cow. If the cow gets angry, through him bitter milk comes out. If it's happy, the milk that comes out of him is good. When the people are comfortable, they give their best to the assignment. So let every pastor at your level, at your what? Treat the people working with you well. Yes, one or two must be, but there's no way you Judas them are always there. But don't, at your level, at your, if the income is 1 million, they will know that it's 1 million. So while you are living up, also give them, so they know that they have to, when they see that, no matter how it's going, they will not be angry. They say, we know this person cares for us. That they can't go. I've not had one pastor who has left me. Not one. Even I tell them to go, they cry. They say, where will I go to, sir? If anybody doesn't, I say, go, you will cry because the comfort level is too much. And I learned that from the circular. It's a learn from the fig tree. Are you guys saying now? So when, no matter how you do with them, they say, okay. The pastor who is in America working for us lived in a 6-bedroom duplex with a basement. Where will you go to now? In America? Tell me where we run to. His associate junior one earns $4,500. Well, we pay house rent, excluding house rent. Where will the person go to? Okay. The senior one earns about $6,000. Where will you go to? Where? You won't go anywhere. Even though they say you are you are dismissed. He says, sir, please give me another chance. Don't treat the people with you anyhow. Without the Peter, James, and John, Jesus wouldn't have done it alone. You need them in as much as they need you. Without them, you have challenges. No matter what one or two people do, it does not mean that you will not treat everybody the same. Rise to your feet.